Hello, welcome to another Ready Game Raw video. Today we're going to be continuing on the creator-ish type spotlight thing that we did a couple of days ago for you guys, but I'm recording this right off the back of the last one, hence why same t-shirt. um, so yeah, this one is going to focus on a company that I've been following for quite a while, but I've never actually bought anything from. But I know tons and tons and tons of people who have bought from them and met the owner in person and met a lot of the people that sculpt minis for this company behind the scenes. Um, and that is, of course, Bad Squiddo Games, who I think, especially in the UK indie tabletop sphere, is fairly well known. Like if you're into you're slightly off the beaten path minis and stuff like that, you probably at the very least probably have heard of them. Or if you don't know um, Bad Squiddo Games, you might recognize the name the Dice Bag Lady, because that was sort of Annie, the owner of Bad Squiddo Games' previous pursuit before this. Um, and before that, before this she made handmade uh, crocheted, I think, dice bags, which is really really cool. I think that's a really fun little thing to have. Um, so yeah, I wanted to highlight this company, not only because it's a small business, mostly online. Obviously, they do the odd convention as well. I know they were at Salute a couple months back. I, they were probably also at UKGE. Was it this weekend just gone, or last weekend? Well, weekend before that, beginning of June, first weekend of June for you guys. this is the problem with recording mini videos and then you know on a different day to when you're putting them out. It gets confusing. Anyway, um, I'm gonna I'm gonna I'm not gonna shut up because I'm gonna continue presenting the video. But here's Bad Squiddo Games. I love their whole colors. The colors they use are lovely. Um, so Bad Squiddo Games' main sort of thing is decent looking female miniatures, especially decent looking sculpts of women, that you can use in your various games, because a little bit less so recently, and it is gradually, slowly improving. But I think in just generally the fantasy sphere, whether it regardless of whether it's tabletop games or movies or video games, um, fantasy women have had a bit of a shit rap with it. Like they're often awful, tinfoil boob armor and the classic metal bikini bullshit. Which, yeah, that's iconic, but it's fucking dumb. Though at least Leia's bikini made sense. She was a slave basically. Um, but yeah, that's sort of the area I want to highlight here. They do other minis of other types. And they've got a really good selection of animals as well, which I really really love. Um, Obviously, we're not going to go through everything because this is a big site for a fairly small company. Um, but I just thought I'd click around and show some things off. Um, though it is going to be interesting doing this from all the way back here, given I'm registered blind, so you might have to see a bit of forehead or something from time to time. Like right now, for example. Um, yeah. So as you can tell, everything's broken down. Why if I did that? That would be easier, wouldn't it? At least for me, and kind of you, because it's focusing on one thing. So yeah, they've got some really cool minis. So they've got their Shield Maidens, World War Two, some feudal Japanese minis, um, which something you see too much of actually. Uh, War Pigs and Chums, which is great. I love these. I love these to bits. Um, yeah. Some post-apocalyptic stuff, some horror stuff for your games of Call of Cthulhu and other related shenanigans. Ancients and Amazons fantasy. So if you're playing a female character, um, and want them to look well, their about section says they make female minis that look how they'd probably want to look themselves. None of this ooh stab me here bullshit. Um, yeah. So, oh, okay. Some monarchy stuff, which I guess we're going to look at now. Yeah, this is already one of my favorite things. I don't like, I am not a fan of the royals, but I think these minis are cool. Um, at the very least, just for the corgis. But yeah, they're really, really nice. Really nice. Still, fuck the monarchy. But again, the sculpts are just really nice. The colors are great. Um, so if you're planning on doing some um, historicals, these would be great. Especially even, I'd love to see someone incorporate. Come on, I'd love to see someone incorporate. Edging my eyeball here. Um, especially this center mini into a game like 0200 hours or um, even I know Spectre were looking at doing a World War Two rule set. Spectre's another company that I want to look a little bit more at because I know I did an unboxing of some of their minis a couple years back, but I love what they do, and also bolt action would be good for this one. But yeah, the rest would be good for historic war games as well. Something a little bit some flavor for your games. Everyone's gonna be running around with armies that are a bit of a sausage fest. So I think it's cool to have. Yeah, it'll be cool to have something like this that's a little bit different. Um, so yeah, so that's the monarchy section, which is really nice. I do like. I am quite partial to World War Two minis. So you've got all your, a good number of factions. So British, Soviet, and American. Again, more of Queenie. Um, naval gents in panto dress. I I know on Tabletop did a video on Bad Squiddo a few months back and actually explained the history behind this, and I can't remember it. So if you know the history of this, because I'm assuming that it's based on something, and I'm 90% sure that it is, do say because it looks that's very very funny. Um, there we go. Remembered how to do that, which is nice. It would be nice if I didn't accidentally click on everything though. But yeah, SOE agents. So these will be cool for your 0200 hours stuff. You know, um, Norma and Marilyn. So I'm assuming these are, you know, these are going to be for if you wanted to make a diorama or even have like a game that for some reason was happening during a performance or something. Because obviously that was something that happened a lot for troops overseas. They were, you know, people did go and perform for them quite a bit. Uh, some French resistance, which yeah, I want to get some more resistance minis because I'd love to do some French resistance stuff, and for Conflict 47, I'd really love to do a sort of British resistance scenario that looks at if Operation Sea Lion A had happened and B wasn't a bit of a silly idea in the first place. Because I think, you know, it's a game that's got World War II minis, but also vampires and werewolves and shit. So yeah, um, some winter tank bundle for your Soviets, just really nice. Um, another, some more Soviets for your winter war. But yeah, lots of really nice anti tank rifle team. Really nice sculpts actually. Um, one of the sniper races. I'm not even going to pronounce that. I'm not even going to try. It's just not. I'm not going to embarrass myself on the internet like that. Um, but yeah, these I love these sculpts. Like even like they're all very characterful. I think a lot of fun. Um, I think they're very playful without being goofy. I think they all look like they'd be a fun project on their own, or as part of a wider uh, army project. So yeah. Um, yeah. Also, they do have some modern stuff, which I'm a big fan of modern stuff anyway. Um, so yeah, we've got Queenie again. uh, so yeah, we've got some really cool stuff here. Um, some sort of astronaut stuff, which I love that. Might have to pick that up at some point. That would be a really nice like captain for a Stargrave warband. Some old West fighters. So these, I mean, they say modern, but this is a bit more it. Some action heroines. So if you're doing some pulpy 7TV stuff, be cool. Uh, got uh, sort of a witch type character. So if you're doing that type thing, um, Junkyard Kids for your post-apocalyptic stuff. More very pulpy explorers. um, and they do some busts. They do busts as well, which is something that I've always sort of looked at and told myself I should really have a crack at doing a bust, but I've never done a bust because it's scary. Also Hit Girl. Like, I mean, it's definitely not Hit Girl. Don't sue. From Kick Ass. So that's also really cool. So yeah, they have a lot of wonderful minis that they're women that don't look awful and cakey, which I get is some people's thing, but it's not mine personally. And you know, it's nice to see that these guys are, you know, doing something different. They've found this lovely little niche in the market and went, let's go for it. Bag is Bag, which is sort of one of their mascots. So we've got minis for that. Um, Mini baggy Squiddos, yeah, BSG mascots. So if you want something a little bit, okay, very goofy for your games, then you can get these, paint them up. I'm sure they'd look awesome. Um, and I think we're gonna finish up with one of my favorite areas: the animals, corgis, capybara family, and Fairytopia. Look at them! Look at them! They're adorable little fairies riding little woodland creatures. It's incredible. I just want this as an army, which you can do because they do a lot of them, and it's great. Um, yeah, I kind of want an army of these for like one-page rules or something. Alpacas, giant bunnies, guinea pigs, pack of 8, which like I don't know what I'd use really half of these for. Edwin the zombie horse. I love that they named him. And they do have a bundle of zombie animals, which is cool and creepy. Uh, yeah, zombie horses, zombie horses. They like their zombie horses apparently. Um, zombie bear, which, God, that would be really cool for Zone Alpha. Actually, that'd be very cool for something like Zone Alpha. I mean, all of these zombies would be cool for something like Zone Alpha. Nature Guardian, again, more fairy stuff would be cool. Back on the zombie unicorn, like that's just cool. I though anytime I see a unicorn in like a horror esque setting or with that sort of vibe, I immediately picture the unicorn from Cabin in the Woods just goring a man. This, you know, pure white creature that's always had this vibe of, gentleness, just continuing to just putting that horn through a man. I love that film. It's so good. Um, Stump Tortoise, which I love. Don't know if it's a tortoise that looks like a tree stump or it's like a magical creature that's both, or if it's like a crab that found its no, because tortoises, that's not how tortoises do. They don't shed their entire shell. I don't know. I don't know how they do this. Like it's a cool mini nonetheless. Um Trader kitties, big fan. Some large slugs and snails. Just some beautiful paintwork again. Um yeah, let's just skip straight to 3. Because as you can tell, there's a lot of stuff here. Um, Pegasi, Pegasi, like Pegasus, but guinea pigs. Love it. I love them. Like as you can tell, the people that make these minis just have fun, which I think is a recurring theme for these creator spotlights of just people who found something that they wanted to do and did it, and just having a blast doing it. And yeah, once again, people have given these guys shit because they're just. Some people don't like you having fun. Those people are cunts and they should get out of the hobby. Um, though I do suspect that not many people like that are very much in the hobby anyway. But yeah, and to zoom out, I love this. I love these minis. I love this website. Um, And I believe I saw at the start. It's again, good prices, but also I think it's free shipping on £60. I think it's one of these. Let's There we go. Free UK shipping on orders over £60, which is great. So you can easily fill your trolley with weird little animals. Couple cool warrior women, and have at it. I think websites like this are great because they're doing stuff that not many other people are, especially in terms of both. I think that both the women and the animals, because you don't see many well-dressed women on the tabletop too often, and there's always moments where you're creating a diorama or coming up with something and going, I could do with something little here. you know, like if you've got Turnip 28 on the brain, I think some of the farm animals would be really great. Like for some weird ideas. So if you're doing that sort of thing, that'd be cool. So yeah, this is a website that if you, regardless of what genre of game you like playing, you're gonna find something, and that's great, and that's why I love it. So yeah, the link to the website to Bad Squiddo Games, is the name of it again, will, as always, be in the description. Um, so yeah, go check them out. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Be gay, roll dice. See ya.